Okay, let's recap. This is my 1989 Honda CRX. When I bought this car, it was around late September of last year, and I had huge hopes of finishing before the spring semester. Um, with this car, my main inspirations were like videos from, Dustin Williams with his video with his mechanic, Adam LZ, building a really fast and yet beautiful car, and CRX Seth, master of perfection, really able to refurbish any car. But where I'm at right now is nowhere near that. So yeah, I have a lot of work to do. I have everything, as soon as the body's done, I can throw every single part I need. At the end of the day, I work on this car when I can and when I have the time. Now I'm in school, so it's not that crazy with time. This is a D16A6. If you look at one of my videos, I end up talking about everything about this car. That was my first video, but the quality was really horrible. And this video is just me talking about, what am I going to be doing in school? And, here is my schedule. Now, I want to tell you why I wash my car. I go to school Monday through Friday. Some days are shorter, some days are longer. Uh, I don't want to, go too crazy into my personal life, but I am a kinesiology major aspiring to be a physical therapist, but that's not what this channel is about. This channel is about cars. If you guys can tell, this is my personal car, 2012 Corolla. My favorite car, I do everything with it, go everywhere with it, and it's just my favorite car in general. Um, but also you guys can tell that I have other things like maintenance to work on, so money in that short amount of time, it's not the greatest thing. And I only had the winter session of school to work on that CRX. And if you guys look back at my old videos, I made sure to post a video every week, or at least the amount of video for each week. And I really just wanted to make sure you guys had some footage, and I pushed myself to work on the car. And yeah. Now, before this clip ends, I have like another maybe 30 seconds or a minute to, this clip. Um, I want to just tell you guys what I ended up doing today. Uh, my dad really locked in on this part, and he helped me with this. If you guys noticed, the tailgate of the car had a huge rusting problem, and he really wanted to fix that um, this weekend. And we have a small bit missing to fix, and I'm going to fix that on maybe around Friday, and I'll have a video for you guys. But this video is just that clip of that weekend. I washed this car on that same weekend, and yeah, it was really nice to get this car working. But yeah, you also can see I ended up using a lot of storage because I was running at a really high quality. But guys, do not run high quality for a very long time because you will run out of storage. But this video was fun to make. Getting a new camera, Sony ZV-E10. You guys can check that out in the previous video. I really talk about everything that it came with. I bought it off Facebook Marketplace for around $600. And it is my favorite camera, my favorite purchase besides this car off Facebook Marketplace. Um, it's just amazing, and I am so happy with it. But I'm just gonna let this clip run out, and at the end of the video, we'll end up talking about what's to come next. You know? Yeah.
Okay, so again, what is the plan for 2026? I know that the fact I have to finish the car, but what are the steps to finishing my car right now? We've done body work. Now it's to prep it with fix up little spots with Bondo lightly, primer and paint. That's the 4 steps to putting in the car. Interior wise, as long as you ignore, some trunk accessories that are really hard to find and really expensive and, have a huge tax on them, I have everything necessary besides radio and climate control. But again, I have everything that is necessary for the car to look nice at its state. I have everything painted. It's all gonna be the black interior. The only thing I don't have fully done is the door cards, the door frames, and the interior side of the door. And I'm missing the headliner, but I kind of like the cracked look because it's like it's an imperfection that has its own age. So I think I might keep that. If not, I will change it. But I kind of like the gray accent against a full black, which I know that's what the original CRX did. They went with like a little darker gray with a lighter gray. But in this case, I went full black, and then the top will be gray. I think I'll like it, and then it'll maybe add into like things I end up doing with fabric and stuff. Along with fabric, I have everything dyed, or at least I will make a video. I have a couple things I'm missing, so I will make a video about things like how to dye certain fabric, or if you should even just buy a new set and where to find those. Another thing is I will also have everything put in another video of all the interior stuff. But of course, I would like to paint the car first. The motor's good. It ran. It's super smooth. Only problem is that it leaks oil from the oil nut or the oil to release oil. It's stripped. So either I work a little bit more. So it's gonna be a little bit paused before I actually end up driving the car. Or I work a little bit harder to replace that, or I end up just fixing it. I might just end up fixing it, cost efficient, but at the end of the day, it will be in the back of my mind to fix. And it's really grimy back there. If you guys check back at one of my videos that I talked about doing oil changes on the car, I end up showing you guys how grimy it is down there. And it really wasn't an enjoyable experience. So maybe cleaning it out and maybe swapping out with a new one is the best case scenario. Just going back, it's the main things, interior, exterior, the fabric and the headlights, everything I have all the headlights. The bulbs, I don't know if I'm going LED with those because it's a tiny car. A lot of people tend to miss it, but I kind of like that a little bit like a browner, the old headlight look. But with the color that I want to go with, and I will let you guys know later in the day or later in another video what kind of color I want to go with. It's gonna look freaking nice. It's gonna look amazing. But again, I will let you guys know when it happens and what color I do want to end up going with. A little bit hint, I'm not going with the traditional black, traditional white, traditional colors. There is some clips of cars with this similar color, but I want to do something different within that realm. But it is a darker color. I will say this: it is a darker color, and I grew up with a father that was a painter and an auto bodiesman, so we can play around with that and do whatever kind of thing we want because, while we have the experience, well, he has the experience, I have the taught knowledge of, getting that kind of thing done. But again, at the end of the day, it was those 4 things, all of them just combined. And I think the other thing is just putting my little personal touches. But again, we're not far because I know I can get it done, but it is going to take weeks. So I do plan on finishing it. But what are the plans for the new year? I'm gonna plan on I plan on finishing the car. So what's to come with that? What should you guys expect, and what should other people coming to this channel expect also? Well, first off is road trips. I want to drive the living hell out of that thing. I want to drive that all the time. I want it to be my daily. I want it to be my weekend car. I want it to be everything. Obviously, it is a 30-year-old car, I think, as of date. 30 plus year old car. It's gonna have its problems. It's gonna have its breakdowns. I'm gonna have my own breakdowns, but at the end of the day, I'm just happy to have that car and both cars. I have two of them, so we might end up seeing me build the other one with brand new parts, things like in that nature. But yeah, I'm really excited for all this, and yeah, road trips are the really main thing that I really want to do. I want to plan at least one in the beginning and one at the end, depending on how money sufficient I am. But yeah, just I want to just really just go out with this car, even if it's just short little trips. I just want to make sure that this car is getting the love that it deserves because I'm putting the love that I have for it, and I want that to reflect onto this channel. Another thing is cars and coffee. I love coffee. I just drank a coffee, but I didn't drink enough water, so I have a huge heartburn right now, and I really want to make sure that I get this all done so that we can go to as many cars and coffees and I have a bunch of footage. I want to meet Automotive Anatomy. So as soon as I get the chance to drive over there and get a little selfie with that guy at a certain coffee shop that he's going to, gladly get that done. And I would like to see what like other people's input and your guys' also input in the progress that I've been making and then the work that it's going to be, how the finished work is going to look like at the end. Again, I'm really happy about all this. I'm really happy at the progress that I've made, finding this camera, finding all the equipment, buying extra equipment. This is a really big step into solidifying what I want to do. I am obviously continuing school, as you guys saw in the beginning of the video, so you can expect videos around every Friday. I'm gonna post this today, and today is Friday, so it's about like 10:30 right now. I'm gonna try to get this done by around 12, so that both the morning and evening people can get a quick view at it, view at that. But yeah, again, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys liked the beginning cinematic. I wanted to try something different, but sometimes different isn't so good, and sometimes different is the best thing for you. So just got you guys let me know how the intro was, and I might maybe put it on TikTok to just shout myself out there. But again, thank you so much, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.